Soleil Silver, and this is this is another interesting story. Neither of us can remember when we started drinking this, but we kind of figured out it was right around the same time, and it might have been right when it came out. And a lot of it has to do with this being a Mer Soleil Silver, but we love the regular Mer Soleil, which is probably, if not our favorite Chardonnay, certainly one or two.
Top two, because we can't decide.
and I think we just wanted to try it, and I was a little bit reluctant because I just don't like unoaked. I was so surprised, and again, I might put this in my top 10.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I mean, it's so funny because we both love Mer Soleil, and so we both concurrently, kind of at the same time, saw this individually and got it and just said, the silver is amazing and it's unoaked. And I was the same as you. I was like, oh, do I want to get it? Is it going to be living up to everything I want? And it certainly does. And the beauty of it is, you know, they grow this in Santa Lucia, along where they grow the other regular Mer Soleil Chardonnay grapes, and the grapes grown there are just so phenomenal. It's so good for Chardonnay grapes. I mean, it just is amazing. And the grapes grown there, I think, not having the oak in this one, and I wouldn't normally say this if it was any other winemaker or any other region, the grapes grown here and then not having the oak really have this pure, clean expression of the Chardonnay grape. It's so beautiful. I mean, it really, you get the Chardonnay grape full on what it is, full expression.
But there's some nuance there. I wouldn't say complication, but I would say nuance.
Oh, absolutely.
Within the grape, so that you're getting something on the back taste as well as the front taste as well, which to me, you know, as long as it's interesting, I'm there. I don't have to have the big oak and the big butter.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, there's other wines that we're going to be reviewing for you that have a Chardonnay base, but they're also blended. This is a beautiful, just a beautiful wine because it's got layers. Speaking of that whole region, the Santa Lucia region in Monterey where they grow this, Charlie Wagner, who's the winemaker for this wine, he specifically says what he loves about it is it really creates a sense of place because it's the Chardonnay grape grown in that region. This is the flavor you get from that full expression of beauty and love for what it is.
And it also shows the great winemaker. I mean, the fact that he's taking these grapes, he makes a Mer Soleil regular and he makes a Mer Soleil Silver, and they're both brilliant. And they're from the same region, sometimes the same grapes. And that's what makes it even more fascinating. And for me, I think this is the only unoaked Chardonnay that I will drink on its own. You know,
yeah,
if you put a Pouilly Fusé in front of me, I'm going to have it with chicken. I'm just not going to drink it alone. You got to give me something else, and maybe I'm just a typical snob of an American. I have to have the California Chardonnay that's big and oaky, and I have to have that. I have to chew on it. I don't know if that's it, but this I can sit in. As you said, we don't have cheese or crackers here with us, and this is delightful. And the color of it.
Oh, yeah.
The color of it's just
gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. And the bottle is so much fun. And the bottle is kind of, and a lot of the stuff that I had read about it was kind of reminiscent of going back to Roman times when they made the wine in cement casks. And this is just, it's a beautiful tribute to it. A couple of things
really
kind of go a tad bit awry with it. The first is that, and you've experienced, because you were going to carry it.
Yeah, well, I once carried it on a plane in my checked baggage, which you, by the way, able to fully do that. It's not a problem. You can carry 1 or 2 bottles as long as you're not over the 50-pound limit. Then you'll have to pay extra.
But you might be with this.
But this is like 2 bottles of wine in one because the ceramic was so heavy. But now they've changed that. They've made it lighter and they've changed the top.
And one of the reasons they changed the top, they were having a lot of problems with the corks. And you and I actually had a problem with the cork.
Yeah.
With one of their corks like that. And they took it back, whoever it was that where we bought it from. But they have the screw top. And we talked about this with the Ferrari Carano because they do it. And it's still the great wine. And the great thing is if you don't finish it, who doesn't finish 1 bottle of Mer Soleil Silver? You can screw the top back on and have it for later. But
oh, absolutely. And I was going to say, it's got like a little effervescence in it almost. Yeah. I mean, when we were pouring it, you notice the bubbles, and it's not a bubbly wine by any means, but at the same time, it's got, when you first pour it, a little bit of bubbles, and then as you're drinking it, it's got a little ting at the end, a little tingly thing of effervescence on your tongue. And so, like you said, you don't need to have it with food. Sipping wine, summer day, winter by the fire, any of those, it makes a great wine for all occasions. And you know, it's kind of the mid-range. It's a price point right around $20. Bottle goes a long way for two people. It's kind of never-ending. That's the other thing we used to say about the ceramic, is because you don't see how much is left in it, you're pouring it and then you're pouring some more, and then there's more left. So it's like you keep pouring it and there's always more in there. It's like the endless ceramic bottle from the Roman days.
Now, you've seen some of the stories we've done with thyme and oak, where you can put the oak sticks in, not only to booze, but also to wine. We haven't tried this, but is this something we would try, or what do you think?
I think we definitely would.
Okay.
Absolutely. I would try it in here, just because the beauty of this would be, I mean, we don't want to offend Charlie Wagner because he is the winemaker and he did create a perfect, beautiful bottle of wine. But the thyme and oak sticks actually let you be the vintner and the winemaker. So you can take a great bottle of wine that's already perfect, but if you're that person that loves a little more oak, you can actually take your oak stick, and I would put it in here because it is unoaked. Be a great experiment to try.
And maybe you don't want the big Mer Soleil with a heavy oak in there, so you can kind of create your own right in the middle there,
Exactly.
which allows you to do that. So,
Yeah.
But that's another show. So Mer Soleil Silver, I think you can try it with fish, chicken, really just about anything. I don't know. Would you? I wouldn't go with a steak on this. I don't think. Not for me.
No, you know what? I would. Here's how I would try it with a steak. If you put the thyme and oak stick in there and you oaked it up a bit, then I would try it with steak. Because the wine itself, I think, is full-bodied. It would hold up, and then you're adding some oak that would balance the flavors of the steak. I would try it. I would try it at least.
Okay.
Because I'm an experimental kind of girl.
So don't be afraid when you see the bottle, because it's a silver gray-looking bottle. Don't be afraid to pick it up. It's a great choice, and your friends, if you share it with them, will absolutely enjoy it. So.
Yeah, and another great Wagner family favorite of ours. So cheers to you, Wagner family.
Cheers to the
and
Wagners.
look forward to sharing more wine with you next time.